Welcome everyone to the final day of the Tech Mahindra Global Chess League. We have an exciting matchup on our hands. The Triveni Continental Kings take on the Upgrad Mumbai Masters. Everything is set at the venue, the Le Méridien Hotel in Dubai. A lot of fans coming in to watch this action. We have things setting up. The people are getting ready. The broadcast is ready. The cameramen are in place. It's going to be two matches of 15 minutes plus 10-second increment, and they are going to fight for this trophy. The first prize is 500,000 US dollars. The second prize is 250,000 US dollars for the team. So a lot is at stake. And there you have the toss. The toss was won by GM Luke Van Velde, captain of the Triveni Continental Kings, and they got the white pieces. Some other teams also make their way, and we have Anand Mahindra, the chairman of the Mahindra Group, who is so personally invested in this project. He came for the finals and to watch it entirely. There you have Levon Aronian, the captain of the Triveni Continental Kings, making his way, followed by Yu Yangi, Wei Yi, and the entire team. In the green jerseys, we have the Upgrad Mumbai Masters, MVL, Grishchuk, Vidit, Humpy, Harika, and Sindarov. And there you have the Triveni Continental Kings team as well. Aronian, as always, very enthusiastic, gives everyone a fist bump before the game. Handshake with MVL. These two are the icon players. Vidit, as usual, doing his meditation before the game, trying to be focused. Anand Mahindra in the crowd wants to watch all the action unfold in front of his eyes. We have Humpy versus Lagno. Javokir Sindarov takes on Jonas Bier. Mohit Joshi, the CEO designate and managing director of Tech Mahindra, makes the opening move. He shakes hands with both the players, and we are about to kick off the action. The arbiter instructs the players, gives some final instructions, and off we go. You have to know that in this matchup, the Triveni Continental Kings, all of the players have the white pieces, and a win for them gives them 3 game points, while a win with the black pieces, like MVL here, will get 4 points. And so that's a small advantage of winning. With the black pieces, you get an extra point. Yu Yangi has been phenomenal in this tournament, and Alexander Grishchuk also has played well, so it's going to be a great encounter. Vidit Gujarati is facing perhaps the best player for Triveni Continental Kings in this tournament, Wei Yi. He is very difficult to beat. Koneru Humpy here, taking on Katrina Lagno on board number 4. The battle of 2 chess queens there. Harika has been very solid on board number 5 for the Upgrad Mumbai Masters. She takes on Sara Khadem, and the prodigy board, Javokir Sindarov from Uzbekistan, takes on Jonas Bier from Denmark. We have Maria Emelianova working on her pictures there, and this is a small room that was created for the finals for the spectators to come and listen to the commentary. Here's Grandmaster Peter Spidler, James Canty, Keti Satsalashvili, and Jesse February doing the commentary. In the first match, the Triveni Continental Kings are off to a flyer. Vidit Gujarati loses his game to Jonas Bier. The spectators are extremely tense there. The Upgrad Mumbai Masters flag is flying, but right now their position is not so great. They are in big trouble. Harika trying her best, but Sara Khadem is holding on. She is a pawn up right now, and Harika has to draw the game. MVL, on the other hand, is also in big trouble against Levon Aronian. Levon has been in scintillating form in this tournament. He's beaten Magnus Carlsen as well. The game between Alexander Grishchuk and Yu Yangi ends in a draw, but look at Grishchuk. He is glued to the screen where he's following the results of his team members. Yu Yangi also takes his chair to follow the action, because no longer is your own game the only important one. There you see Levon Aronian extremely happy with how he has played, and he shakes hands and sort of is very happy along with Yu Yangi that his team is winning. In fact, right now they have a big lead because Aronian won, Yu Yangi drew, Wei Yi beat with it, Katrina Lagno drew with Humpy, Harika and Sara are still playing. Javokir Sindaro did win, but a draw here means that the Triveni Continental Kings have a 14-5 win in this match. Now the Upgrad Mumba Masters have to make a comeback in match number 2, and that's the reason why you can see them. They are coming with grim determination on their face. All that Triveni Continental Kings have to do is hold in this match on 6 boards, and they will be the champions. There you have start of the round from the production team, and with that we are off. The critical second match has kicked off. Very important for MVL to strike on board number 1 for the Upgrad Mumba Masters, but with the form that Aronian is in, it's not going to be easy. Inside the tournament hall, you can follow the action on the screens that are put up. We had a very sharp Queen's Gambit accepted on board number 1. Meanwhile, Alexander Grishuk plays the Slav against Yu Yangi. Alexander Grishuk from the white side, Yu Yangi has played the Slav defense. Wei Yi beat Vidit in the first game, and now Vidit would be looking to make a comeback. Where is Upgrad Mumba Masters going to strike in this match is the $1 million question. So much tension in the air, so much pressure. You can see Vedika Gujarati, sister of Vidit, very tense, rooting for the Upgrad Mumba Masters there. And a threefold repetition has occurred. Vidit is agreeable to a draw. The first draw of the match happens. Vidit draws his game against Wei Yi. The Upgrad Mumba Masters need to strike back somewhere, and Levon Aronian has a great position as well against MVL, but MVL has got both his rooks on the 7th rank. Now Levon has some attacking chances here. He's calculating everything. If he manages to win with black, he will get 4 points, and those will be highly critical ones for his team. So he is taking his time. He brings his rook to the open file. MVL, of course, under pressure. He needs to find a way out of this mess. Meanwhile, Alexander Grishuk is clearly better against Yu Yangi and might score the win for the Upgrad Mumba Masters. Very important win there. The Triveni Continental Kings might be in some trouble on this board because Alexander Grishuk has played a phenomenal game there. Meanwhile, is Levon Aronian going to save his team? We also have 3 remaining boards. Humpy and Katrina Lagno, they have drawn their game, while Harika is playing with Sara Khadem and Javokir Sindaro against Jonas Bier. The top 2 board action continues. Alexander Grishuk is known for his blitz play there, and he is playing very confidently. MVL, also very resourceful player. They both have to do well in their games in order that Upgrad Mumba Masters can hold on. Yes, the pawn push. Check. Rook takes the bishop. Pawn takes, and now the pawn is queening. A few checks there, but Alexander Grishuk is now winning. Meanwhile, we have a result. Harika has beaten Sara Khadem. That's a big result for the Upgrad Mumba Masters. Meanwhile, MVL managed to hold Aronian while Grishuk won his game. So that's already a lot of points for the Upgrad Mumba Masters. But Grishuk is not getting up from his chair. He wants to follow all the action. Also, one must know that Katrina Lagno from the opposing team is Grishuk's wife. There we have Humpy and Lagno have drawn their game, which means the Upgrad Mumba Masters haven't lost a single game with 3 draws and wins, and Javokir Sindaro beats Jonas Bier, which means the Upgrad Mumba Masters win 12-3, and we are now to the blitz tie breaks. there will be 2 matches of Blitz with 3 minutes plus 2 seconds increment. 1-1 was the score in the rapid format. Will we see another tie here? But the team that wins 2 matches here, or even 1.5, will go through. Blitz is way different from Rapid. In Rapid you get 15 minutes and 10 seconds per move, while in Blitz you only get 3 minutes. You can see the intensity on the player's face. This will end within 10 minutes here, so they need to play very carefully. The Upgrad Mumba Masters have the black pieces. Katrina Lagno removing her shoes and playing there. Humpy needs to be focused. Both the games of Lagno and Humpy in the first 2 ended in draws. Harika is known for her blitz chess, and she's the first one to score the win for her team. With that, the Upgrad Mumba Masters get 4 points because of win with black, and Javokir Sindaro also wins, which means 8 points for the Upgrad Mumba Masters. They are going to win with the black pieces, it seems. We have Yu Yangi, who won his game. Draw on Levon versus MVL. Vidit managed to beat, and there you have Humpy and Lagno drawing their game. What a big pressure-filled encounter that was. That is a draw, and you can see Humpy just trying to consult with Sindarov as to what happened in the match. Great chances we have, says Sindarov. Vidit beats Wei. Another huge result for the Upgrad Mumba Masters. And there you have Grishuk shaking hands with Vidit. It's a 15-4, 5-4, 14 victory here for the Upgrad Mumba Masters. Levon Aronian is very unhappy with what is going on here, and in the end, from a winning position, he has drawn. The Upgrad Mumba Masters lose only 1 game on board number 2, but they have actually won this blitz matchup with a score of 14-5. Now all that they have to do is hold with the white pieces. We are on to the second blitz matchup, and this might well be the last one. In case the Triveni Continental Kings win this, then we will go into a sudden death where one player comes off. But let's see what's in store here. MVL starts off with the white pieces against Levon Aronian, and we have Grishchuk versus Yu Yangi. The Chinese players Yu Yangi and Wei playing with the black pieces need to strike for their team, or else the Triveni Continental Kings will have to settle for the second spot. Wei did lose his last game to Vidit. Meanwhile, Humpy and Lagno have drawn 3 of their games, but clearly both of them have been very shaky and anything can happen here. Meanwhile, Javokir Sindaro has been flawless against Jonas Bear. He has won 3 out of 3. There you have Harika sort of moving the queen in her hand. Lot of pressure and tension. And meanwhile, MVL beats Levon Aronian. A big result on board number 1. Levon Aronian is terribly unhappy because he has lost his game. But not all hope is lost, because he knows that his team is doing well. Meanwhile, Yu Yangi providing that win for his team on the blackboard. And there you see Levon, in spite of losing his game, is happy because he knows that his team can win this. Wei is winning, Katrina Lagno is winning, and so once you get 3 wins, that's enough. There you have Katrina Lagno has won. Levon gives a hug to Katrina, and there Vidit resigns his game against Wei, and that is 13-7 victory for the Triveni Continental Kings. We once again have a tie, and this means we are now down to sudden death. What does sudden death mean? It means that 1 player out of the 6 will be chosen. You see there Bharat Singh Chauhan from FIDE taking 6 cards from 1 to 6, and whichever is chosen, those 2 players will have to come and play a 3-minute plus 2-second increment. You have number 5, which means Harika and Sara Khadem will play against each other. This is huge pressure on these players because they are actually going to represent their team and going to fight here. You can see the focus on Harika's face. Very rarely does it happen in team competition that players individually have to come out and fight. This is like the penalty shootout in football. There you go. Harika has the black pieces, Sara has white. In case of a draw, we will have another sudden death, but it is very unlikely that the games will end in a draw here because it's 3 minutes plus 2 second increment. Look at the Triveni Continental Kings dugout there. Alexander Grishchuk actually standing there with his wife, but of course he would love if the Upgrad Mumbai Masters won. Look at Vidit holding on to Javokir Sindarov. They want their teams to win, but there is very little they can do because they need their player to strike who's actually on the board. There you see Harika completely focused, takes, and the tension is rising very high. And in the end, the game has ended in a draw. Oh, that's a draw, which means another sudden death will be done. Levon Aronian very happy there. He knows that Sara Khadem has done her job for the team. There will be another one now, and a card is chosen. This time it is number 2. Alexander Grishchuk, 3-time World Blitz champion, takes on Yu Yangi. Yu Yangi is actually known for his speed chess, so this is going to be a very tough match for Grishchuk because Yu Yangi plays brilliantly. And there you see Vedika just completely in prayer mode. She's hoping that her team wins. Javokir Sindarov has something to tell his teammates. He does not like the position of Alexander Grishchuk. Triveni Continental Kings smell blood. They think that this is their chance to win. Levon Aronian gets up from his chair. Alexander Grishchuk somehow fighting on. He is in big trouble against Yu Yangi. What is going to happen? Look at the pressure, the tension. Whew. This is never seen before in chess. So much of the tension. Both the teams know that one wrong move and it's all over. Yu Yangi very focused, very calm there. And maybe the win has been missed. Relief on the face of the Upgrad Mumbai Masters as both the teams applaud. A draw has happened. We are now on to another tie break. This time it's the fourth board. Fourth board, Humpy versus Katrina Lagno. This is never seen before in chess. So many draws. This script has been written like no one could. What a fight this is between these two champion teams. We have the Rui Lopez on the board. Players are shaking. Javokir Sindarov's coach Jakhongir Wakidov is here. And there you see the Triveni Continental Kings. They are lost. Katrina Lagno has completely lost her game. Alexander Grishchuk also joins in. They have the laptop of the arbiter there from which they can follow the games. So they have huddled around there. Look at them. All of them have sat down. Meanwhile, Triveni Continental Kings feel that they have some chance. In fact, Humpy has multiple ways to win, but she is not so confident. Meanwhile, Katrina Lagno senses her opportunity. Look at Grishchuk. He's like, how did that chance was missed? You know, this was completely winning. Meanwhile, the game ends in a draw. Grishchuk is like, thank God my wife drew and my team hasn't lost. The game ends in a draw. This is a perfect result for him. But the Upgrad Mumbai Masters would be very upset with what has happened. They were winning that match. Humpty was winning, but now we have the junior board number 6. It's Sindarov versus Jonas Bier. Sindarov has won all the 4 games against Jonas today, so he's clearly the favorite, and he's also blitzing out his moves. They have gone for the Sicilian Najdorf. It's going to be very tough for Jonas to be able to come out of this. Prayers in progress, and meanwhile everyone's just onto their spots, trying to hope that their teammate wins. Javokir Sindarov brings his bishop up. Jonas Bier is in some trouble. The position is very complicated. It can go either way. He moves his rook to the side. White is a pawn up. and can actually press a bit, but the position is objectively a draw. He moves his bishop in, the knight jumps, it's a mate, no, he misses mate in one. Jawahir Sindaro bangs the table. Triveni Continental Kings are one out of the blue. Jonas Beer manages to checkmate his opponent in one move from a completely drawn position. Look at the Triveni Continental Kings jubilation, excitement. Jonas Beer is the man of the moment for his team. Hugs all around, and such a moment that was. It was seeming that the game would end in a draw and we would witness another game there. Another board would come up, but Jonas kept his chances alive. He was alert and he managed to checkmate. There you have Levon Aronian hugs from Katrina Lagno to Jonas, and what a big moment. Triveni Continental Kings are the champions of the first ever Global Chess League. And who would have imagined that at the halfway mark their team was at the bottom of the table, but they managed to do it. They managed to pull through. It's a team of champions. They never gave up, but look at the sportsmanship there. Suhail, who is the CEO of the Upgrad Mumbai Masters, comes and congratulates. He goes to his players. He tells Jawahir not to worry. That's what a true team owner does. He supports his players, and look at Wei and Yu Yangi. They hardly ever emote. But today is a day to celebrate. All their efforts for the last 11 days have brought them to this moment. And now for the prize giving. The Triveni Continental Kings come forward and are given the gold medal, and also the trophy awaits them. And there you have Levon Aronian with the trophy. What a frame that is. Levon has led right from the front and has played brilliant chess and has managed to win. Lifts the trophy high up in the air. Levon Aronian does it and then brings his trophy to the other teammates as well. The Triveni Continental Kings have won it.